Hey guys, it's John, and today, well, this is going to be slightly different. Basically, this is going to be a question and answer sort of thing, and in the background, you'll be seeing me building my castle. I sped it up a little bit because it would be pretty boring if you were watching me like slowly build it. It's just a lot more entertaining when it's sped up, I think, and it's just less monotonous, and yeah, you know what I mean. But for this question and answer video, the question was, I can't remember the exact words of it, but basically, what was my opinion on life after death? I said I wasn't going to do many more touchy subjects, and then the next subject I do is an extremely touchy subject, which is kind of stupid. But, oh yeah, I'm actually doing the commentary post. This is post commentary, so basically I'm watching me play. I'm not actually playing at the same time. I'm doing the commentary after I've recorded this. Just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, life after death. Me personally, if you've seen my video about religion, I'm an atheist. So my opinion is going to be quite different from a lot of other people's opinions. I know there are atheists that believe in life after death. I don't know if that makes you an atheist, though. I don't know. I don't really know the exact definition of an atheist or anything. But me myself, I don't believe in any life after death whatsoever. Like, I don't believe in reincarnation or heaven and hell, or I don't know what other life after death there is. Yeah, I just don't believe in any sort of life after death. The reason why is because mainly I'm just an atheist. I don't really believe in any sort of religious views, like religious sort of things like heaven and hell. I think, is reincarnation a Buddhism thing? I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I might have just completely screwed that up. But still. Yeah, the main reason, well, I'll give you a couple of my reasons. I don't really have a main reason. I'll give you a couple of reasons. One is because I don't believe in heaven and hell. I guess that's a pretty good reason. Another reason is just because I don't believe in souls. I don't believe anyone has a soul. And I think a lot of people are going to be hating on me for that, but it's my opinion, like I said. Yeah, so I don't believe anyone has a soul. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't know the exact definition of a soul. I really should research my stuff before I start talking about this kind of stuff. But for this, basically, I don't believe your body will have a soul. I think your character, your personality, you yourself is just you're just a sort of a character that your brain has made, and your character is developed from childhood and developed into wherever age you are, from being brought up, your surroundings, your friends, just general life has molded your personality. And when your brain dies, you're dead. You're dead. Your personality is gone because your personality was made by your brain, and your brain is what sustained it. I don't believe you have a soul. I don't believe in stuff like that. Also, heaven and hell. The idea of heaven and hell, to me, is a bit very far-fetched. A bit very far, that makes perfect sense. I don't want to say any words, but it's just not something that I can logically think in my head that would make any sense at all. The reasons are, the idea of hell is that you will spend the rest of eternity. This is what I've gathered. I really should research this a little bit more. Actually, after the last video I did, a couple of people, like Christians, sent me messages, and they sort of explained a couple of things that I was confused about before, which is quite cool. They weren't hating or anything, and that's really awesome. I know a lot of people would be offended by things I say, but they weren't hating, they were just explaining a couple of things. And if you could explain to me a couple of things again for this time, that'd be pretty awesome. I'm always willing to learn about religion. I'm not willing to believe it, but I'm willing to learn about it so I can... You can't really hate something without learning about it. And I don't hate religion at all. What I mean is you can't disagree with something without knowing more about it. So this just now is all from my current knowing, my current knowledge of religion. And from what I've gathered, hell is basically an eternity of suffering and torture, which is pretty what I would say is just ridiculous. And I have a couple of reasons why. One, because if anyone was to deserve that, they would... Actually, what I think is no one deserves it. Even like the murderers, the rapists, people like that. I'm not like favouring murdering or raping here, by the way, but the people who are murdering people often have had a bad upbringing, like a bad childhood. They often have psychological problems, lots of different things that they can't actually physically help themselves, things that have happened to them before, and that's the reason why they do it. Another reason is a lot of people say, a lot of religions are like, if you don't believe in this, then you're going to hell. Now this is the one thing I think is really stupid. If you think I deserve an eternity of suffering because I didn't believe in something you said, now does that make sense to anyone? Really? An eternity is forever. Our life on Earth is literally, in comparison, an atom to the universe. Our life in here is an atom to the universe. Our life in here is a fraction of what the universe is. I know some religions will only believe the universe or our world has been around for 8,000 years or something, but it's been scientifically proven that the universe has been around for 13.5 billion years or something. So our life in here is a fraction of that. And if you think I deserve an eternity, which is forever, literally for the rest of everything. You can't say the rest of time, because time, there's no such thing as time in a sense, but you can't say the rest of time because time wouldn't really... It's so hard to describe in my head, but an eternity, you know what I mean? And that is ridiculous. And that's the same thing for heaven. Does anyone deserve an eternity of happiness and suffering? And if you did, if you had an eternity of happiness and suffering, wouldn't you get kind of bored of an eternity? An eternity being forever, literally forever, you can get anything you want forever. Surely you would get kind of bored. I would go insane after like the first 100 years of everything I want. Nothing would make you happy anymore. So what would be you wouldn't have a purpose anymore. That's the main thing in life for me. Having a purpose is always good. Happiness from a purpose is good. Happiness from without having a purpose is good. But the main thing for me is being happy with a purpose. I have a purpose. Everyone has a purpose in a sense. But in heaven, you don't have a purpose. This is just my take on it. But let's see what you guys think. What do you guys think in the comments? Also, if you have any more questions, then just put them in the comments and stuff. So yeah.